I never thought a simple family barbecue in the scorching Arizona sun could unravel my entire world. My name is Emily Hayes, and at 34, I'd carved out a solid life for myself in Phoenix, a senior financial analyst at a renewable energy firm, a modest condo with views of Camelback Mountain, and just enough space for my chaotic family to keep my sanity intact. Boundaries weren't just a buzzword for me, they were survival. Growing up as the reliable one in a clan that fed on endless drama had wired me that way. Successes were shrugged off, while failures got parades of sympathy. The invite came via a frantic text from Mom in mid-July, right as the monsoons were teasing the desert with false promises of rain. Emily, darling, it's been ages. Come to the ranch for the 4th of July bash. Everyone's missing you something fierce. The ranch was our family spread outside Tucson, dusty acres of saguaro cacti and adobe walls that hid more secrets than they revealed. I almost hit delete, but my fiancé, Alex, nudged me gently over breakfast. Give Em a shot.
Eminência.
Family's messy, but it's yours. He was right. Or so I told myself as I packed the cooler with ice-cold beers and headed south on I-10. The drive took 2 hours, the AC blasting against the 110-degree heat. Pulling up to the gate, I saw the same faded sign, Hayes Haven. Mom's embrace was quick, her hands calloused from tending the vegetable patch. Sarah's in the back, struggling with the grill. Poor girl's had a rough go lately. Lost her gig at the boutique in town.
Of course she had.
At 28, my cousin Sarah had mastered the art of tumbling through life, each fall landing her softer with handouts from the family pot.
Me?
I'd clawed my way up, scholarships and night shifts, only to hear crickets when I hit milestones. The party kicked off under string lights strung between mesquite trees, the air thick with barbecue smoke and country music blaring from Dad's old speakers. Uncles swapped tall tales about rodeos past. Aunts gossiped over potato salad. And Sarah, Sarah, shone in a flashy sundress that screamed high-end outlet mall, giggling with that infectious laugh that hid sharper edges. I was sipping my second iced tea, eyeing the sunset over the mountains, when she sidled up, her plate piled high with ribs.
Ink.
Girl, you look fierce. That blouse? Must be from your fancy Phoenix wardrobe. Livin' the dream. Ha, thanks. Sarah, you look great too. She flicked her hair, dismissing it. This? Thrift find. Anyway, I need a quick favor. My bank's actin' up, apps crashin' left and right. Holiday glitch.
Probably.
Got a Zelle, a buddy, who's out of work. Single mom. 2 kids. You know the drill. Can I use your phone? Just log in via browser. I paused, that gut twinge hitting hard. But the yard was full of kin, and her voice carried just enough to draw eyes. Please.
Eminência.
It's the 4th. Fireworks for her kids depend on it. The plea tugged at old strings, making refusal feel like kicking a puppy. I unlocked my Samsung and handed it over. Make it snappy. She clutched it like gold. You're a lifesaver. She wandered toward the barn for better signal, her shadow dancing under the lights. Minutes stretched 5,
10.
When she returned, her cheeks glowed, maybe from the heat. All set. She says you saved the day. The phone felt warm. Overworked. Everything good? Peachy.
Small.
Dad's firing up the Esmores. The night blurred into laughter and fireflies. And I bailed at 10, blaming an early hike. Driving back, the stars felt closer, and I pondered telling Alex it wasn't half bad. But dawn on the 5th shattered that illusion. My phone buzzed while I brewed coffee. Bank alert. Transfer complete. Heart pounding. I open the app. $8,000 gone. Wired to Sarah Jenkins at 9:47 p.m. the night before. Panic surged like a flash flood. I dialed the bank. Voice steady, but insides churning. The rep confirmed, authorized from my device. My login. No red flags. Just my savings evaporating into the desert air. I called Sarah. Voicemail. Again, nothing. The drive to her place in Tucson took an hour that felt eternal. She rented in a trendy complex with faux adobe facades. The kind that promised Southwest charm for folks scraping by. She opened the door in yoga pants, looking annoyingly refreshed. What's up? You took $8,000 from me. Her face cycled shock, confusion, a flicker of smirk. Took? That's harsh. You transferred it to yourself. That's stealing. Sarah. She let me in. Her place spotless, new couch, flat screen, succulents on quartz counters. It reeked of cash she shouldn't have. Okay. Fine. I moved some funds. But stolen? Dramatic. She poured herself a smoothie. No offer for me. It's just $8,000. You earn that in weeks with your solar gig. Not the point. Look, it's for us, all of us. I'm buying a ranch house. Perfect spot. For beds. Acreage for when Aunt Linda and Uncle Bob slow down. Real family roots. The words iced my veins. With my money as down payment. Well, kinda. She shifted. Used your name too. My credit's trash. Yours is gold. Mortgages in your name. But I'll handle payments.
No sweat.
The room spun. You forged a loan in my name? It's family.
Eminencia. Don't complicate it.
We're building something here. This is fraud. Federal offense. She chuckled. You gonna lock up your own cousin? Besides, Aunt Linda and Uncle Bob are thrilled. Finally contributing instead of hiding in Phoenix like we're beneath you. I hit record on my phone. Repeat that about them knowing. Her eyes narrowed. Cut the theatrics. They know you're helping with the house. Grateful as hell. I'm calling the cops. Her confidence cracked a hair. You won't. You'd shatter the family. Break hearts over chump change. You stole. Borrowed. Big difference. Pay it back.
Now.
She opened the door. Time to go.
Cool off.
Remember, blood's thicker than water. I stood on her stoop, fury boiling like summer asphalt. This ain't over. It is. Go whine to your lawyer, boy. But you won't act. You care too much what folks think. In my truck. I trembled for 20 minutes before calling home. Mom picked up. Emily.
Svet bear.
Did you know Sarah swiped $8,000?
Pause.
Swiped's ugly. Did you? She mentioned the house. Thought it was nice you were pitching in. Actin' like kin. She used my name without a skin.
Oh.
Darlin'. It's money. You got plenty. Ain't you bein' a tad selfish after all we've done? I hung up. The betrayal sinking deep. Like roots in parched soil. The drive back to Phoenix was a blur of red rocks and regret. My mind replaying every family moment like a bad Western flick. Had I always been the outsider? The one who fixed problems but never got the credit? By the time I stumbled into my condo, the weight crushed me. I dropped my keys, and they clattered like accusations. My chest constricted, breath shallow, as if the desert heat had stolen the air.
Aim.
Alex's voice from the bedroom. Sleepy but alert. He emerged, tousled hair and boxers, his 6 feet 2 inches frame filling the doorway. One glance at me, and he crossed the room, ignoring the tile chill. What's wrong? Words spilled like monsoon rain, Sarah. The phone. The transfer. The forged mortgage. My parents' complicity. Midway, tears came, raw and unrelenting. Years of swallowed hurt flooding out. Alex held me, his shirt dampening, whispering nothing but presence. When I quieted, he wrapped me in our Navajo blanket and swept the kitchen, his quiet efficiency a bomb.
He returned with chamomile tea.
Sat opposite, eyes lawyer-sharp. From the top, every detail. I recounted the barbecue, her plea, the warm phone.
His jaw tightened.
This isn't petty theft.
Eminencia.
Identity fraud's serious, federal if it crosses lines. I can't send her to jail. She didn't hesitate ruining you. He grabbed his laptop. Social. I gave it. The credit report loaded slowly. Tension thick as dust storms.
Damn.
What? He spun the screen. Debts everywhere, cards I never applied for. Loans from online sharks. A truck financed in my name. Retail credit at Macy's.
Hey.
Total, over $35,000. How long? My voice echoed distant. He scrolled dates. 2 years. Starting small. Ramping up lately. 2 years of barbecues where she'd hugged me. Of texts about catching up. Lies layered like sedimentary rock. She's been planning this. We file a police report tonight. Alex, no. She's banking on your guilt. On family ties silencing you. That's how they operate. My parents'll hate me. He took my hands. They already resent your success. Your boundaries. You'd bend over backward. And they'd gripe about the view. His words pierced true. A lifetime chasing approval that never came. What now? Police? Then lenders. Freeze credit. Document all.
He squeezed.
We'll nail this shut. This man. 3 years in. Never forcing choices. Now my shield. I love you. Love you more. Let's fight back. For the first time, power flickered amid the pain. Not rage, but resolve. They'd treated me like a well to draw from, no more. The next days were a whirlwind of revelations, each stabbing deeper. Alex turned our dining nook into command central, papers, screens, coffee mugs multiplying. Check this, he said, pulling a report. MasterCard opened 18 months ago. Balance, $5,200. Transactions, spa days in Sedona.
Buticol.
A Vegas weekend. Bills at steakhouses dwarfing my budgets. And this, discover, 9 months old, $6,800. She splurged on a Rolex knockoff? With your credit? My phone pinged Sarah. Hey. Truck payments due. Spot me $350? Pay you back soon. The nerve ignited bitter laughter. Still begging. Evidence. Save it. He dug more. Phone on app St. yours, hers. Employment? Listed you at Jenkins Designs. Her flop art studio Uncle Bob funded with $12,000. Signatures side by side. Hers loopy.
Mine crisepe.
Sloppy work. Makes our case ironclad. Email alert. New account. Home Depot card. Opened yesterday. She's still at it. Screenshots flew. A skeleton before you strike. We called creditors. Scripts wrote. Fraud claim.
No.
Didn't authorize. Lies chafed. But Alex said hold fire. Mortgage docs arrived, surreal. My name on a $360,000 loan for a spread in Sahuarita, south of Tucson. Desert Dreams Ranch, it boasted. Built on my forged life. Evenings blurred into strategy sessions. My heart aching with unearthed betrayals. How had I missed the signs? Sarah's sudden glow-ups. parents' evasive praises.
Inside.
Conflict raged, loyalty versus justice. Love twisted into enabling. Alex saw it. You're not the villain.
Eminencia.
They made choices. But nights, alone in thought, doubt whispered, was I tearing us apart? Yet the pain of their disregard fueled me. Emotions swelling like thunderheads, hurt morphing to determination. A storm building. One night, poring over emails, I found an old one from Sarah. You're my role model. Wish I had your drive. Mockery now. But it stung, humanizing her jealousy. Was it pure malice? Or desperation masked? The thought softened edges, planting seeds of empathy amid fury. Still, actions demanded accountability. Tomorrow. Police, Alex said. I nodded, heart pounding with the weight of irreversible steps. Filing the report at the Phoenix PD station felt like crossing a canyon, irrevocable, depths unknown. The detective, a grizzled vet named Ramirez, listened stone-faced as I laid it out, evidence stacked like poker chips. Family?
Huh.
Seen it too often. We'll investigate, but prep for pushback. Back home. The weight gnawed, emotions intensifying, betrayal's sharp sting evolving into profound sorrow for what family should be.
Nights.
I'd stare at the ceiling. Inner monologue churning, why me? What flaw made me their target? Alex held me, his patience a lifeline, reminding me strength lay in truth. Weeks passed, subpoenas flying. Sarah's text shifted from casual to frantic. What's going on? Cops called. I ignored, per Alex's advice. Then the knock, parents at my door. Dust from the drive clinging to their boots. Mom's eyes red-rimmed. Let us in, darling. I cracked it.
Chain on.
Say it here. Sarah shoved forward. This is nuts. Drop it. And the fraud? The $35,000 debt. Mom gasped. Fraud? Emily, what have you done? Laughter escaped. Hysterical. Me? She's wrecked my credit. And I'm the bad guy. You're overreacting, Sarah snapped. Voice wavering. Not that bad. Fake ID? Mortgage scam? Felonies. Color flooded her face. Lies. Save for court. Dad pounded the door. Open up. We're family. Neighbors peeked. So am I. Where was that when she targeted me? We'll repay, Mom pleaded. Every cent.
Don't do this.
With what? The thousands sunk into her flops. Alex pulled up. Phone out. Yes. At the residence. You called cops. Sarah panicked.
About to.
Trespassing. Who are you? Dad snarled. Her lawyer.
Leave.
Or face charges. They lingered. Faces masks of disbelief. This what you want? Us beggin'? Mom sobbed. I want justice. Consequences. You'll regret I saw it in yourself, Sarah hissed. Retreating. When you're alone. I was always alone in this. They drove off in a gravel spray. Alex's hand on my back grounded me. You good?
Yeah.
Freer. But inside. Turmoil peaked, grief for lost bonds clashing with righteous anger. Emotions rawer than before. Social media erupted, Sarah's posts on toxic kin and blood betrayals. Calls from relatives flooded, heartless. Selfish. Family wrecker. I blocked, but each stung, amplifying isolation's ache. Mom's text, Sarah's crumblin'. Can't eat. This is killin' her. On you. Manipulation. Alex said, but it burrowed deep, stirring guilt's embers. Was vengeance worth this fracture? Inner debates raged, forgiveness or fortitude. The humanity in their flaws, Sarah's envy born of insecurity. Parents' bias from old wounds tugged, making the drama not just external, but a mirror to my own resentments. The investigation deepened. Forensics linked her IP to apps. Handwriting experts damned signatures. But discoveries humanized too. Debts tied to family helps, a loan for dad's truck repair. Card charges for mom's meds during her scare last year. Sarah's motive muddied. Not pure greed, but twisted caretaking. Enabling gone wrong. Conflict intensified within. Rage at violation warred with pity for her desperation. She's still accountable, Alex urged. But maybe mercy in sentencing. Court loomed. Pima County Superior. 8 months post-barbecue.
E 7 plaintiff sila.
Alex advocating.
Da preto pin.
Sarah slumped opposite. Gaunt in a plain blouse. Parents flanking like guards. Charges, identity theft. Fraud.
Forgery.
Evidence paraded statements. Fakes. Footage of her at banks as me. The accountant testified. Systematic. 2 years.
$35 cas plus émotionnel toll.
Defense painted her desperate. Family pressured. Sarah spoke. Voice cracking. I never meant this spiral. Emily's got it all. Career.
Love.
I wanted stability for us. Jealousy blinded me. The ID. Mistake after mistake. She turned to me. Forgive? Tell I can change. Heart twisted. Her plea genuine? I can't yet. But I want you to learn. My statement poured out. Your honor. She stole security.
Trust.
But it's family flawed. Human. I seek justice, not destruction. Emotions crested. Tears flowing as I voiced inner storm. Hurt. Yes. But hope for redemption flickering. Verdict. Guilty on all. But Judge Harlan, sensing nuance, sentenced lightly. 2 years probation. Restitution plan. Mandatory counseling. Miss Jenkins, actions have costs. But family bonds merit chance. Sarah wept relief. Parents hug her, glancing my way with mixed gratitude, resentment. Outside, Mom approached. Emily.
Not now.
But maybe someday. The ruling felt humane, punishment with path to healing. Lesson light, boundaries protect, forgiveness mends. The sentence hung like a monsoon cloud, probation. $35,000 restitution over 5 years. Community service at a fraud victims center. And family therapy mandated for all involved. Sarah nodded in court, eyes downcast. The weight finally registering. As bailiffs cleared, she approached hesitantly.
Inc. I.
Thank you. For not pushing harder. Not for you. For what family could be. Inside, emotions surged wilder, relief mingled with lingering betrayal. A torn questioning if mercy was weakness or strength. Parents lingered. Dad's bluster gone. Mom's tears silent pleas. We'll start therapy, she whispered. I nodded, heart aching with possibilities, fragile hope. The ranch seizure followed. Court ordered to liquidate for my restitution. I stood with Alex outside the Sahuarita property, a modest adobe with mountain views. Dreams built on deceit. Sheriff's deputies arrived, efficient as cowboys herding cattle. Knocking yielded my parents inside, defiant yet defeated. This ain't right, Dad grumbled. Our home now. Fraudulent purchase, the deputy stated. 1 hour for personals. Mom's eyes met mine across the yard. Happy. Justice?
Mom.
Not joy. As movers cataloged, furniture bought on my credit. Art from her helps, Emotions overwhelmed, sorrow for their displacement crashed against vindication's wave. They packed hurriedly. Photo albums, clothes, mementos of better days. Mom neared, voice breaking, homeless because of you. You own the old ranch. Can't live off my ruin. Sarah needs a place post this. Teacher Irnine. Not tucking. Alex intervened. Step back. Her face hardened. Live with this destruction. I didn't destroy, I survived. The house emptied. Echoes amplifying my inner chaos. Guilt for their pain. Fury at enabling. Budding compassion for shared humanity. Walking rooms. I found a journal in the closet. Sarah's scrawl. M's life looks easy. Why not me? But it's wrong. Fix this. Vulnerability pierced. Intensifying emotional depth. Urging toward reconciliation. Auction 2 weeks later fetched $390,000. After payoffs, I got $52,000, more than stolen. Equity's irony. I donated $8,000 to identity theft aid. Rest toward our dream, a small ranch near Phoenix. Earned clean. Therapy started haltingly, group sessions in Tucson. Air thick with unsaids. First meeting. Sarah spoke. Jealousy ate me. Saw M's success as my failure. Tears flowed. Sorry ain't enough. My turn. Hurt runs deep. But I see your pain too. Parents admitted bias. Favored the struggler. Ignored the strong.
Émotion piqued, reconfession forging tentative bridge.
Drama's intensity yielding to healing's quiet power. Months in, progress flickered. Sarah's service stories softened her, helping victims mirrored her crimes. Sparking genuine remorse. See in their pain. It's mine reflected. We talked one-on-one. Guards down. Why me? You succeeded where I flopped. Thought Borwin, your shined fix me. Her vulnerability cracked my armor. Emotion swelling. Forgiveness, not erasure.
But choice.
Family barbecues resumed cautiously. Awkward at first. Laughter forced. But genuine moments emerged. Dad's gruff apology. Proud of you.
Kid.
Always was. Poorly shown. Mom's hug lingered. Whispering regrets. Yet boundaries held. I monitored restitution. Credit frozen. Alex proposed under stars at our new place. Ring glinting like hope. Through storms.
Eminencia.
Wedding small. Family invited warily. Sarah attended. Sober in demeanor. Happy for you. Post vows. She pulled me aside. Learned actions ripple. Won't repeat. Emotions crescendoed. Joy laced with past shadows. A profound sense of closure's grace. One evening. Pouring old photos. Inner peace settled. The drama taught. Envy poisons, but empathy redeems. Sarah's text. Pay an installment early. Therapy helpin'. Response. Proud. Let's lunch. Affirmative sparked warmth. Family. Fractured. Mended not perfectly, but humanely lesson light. Hold accountable. But offer hands up. The western sun set golden, symbolizing renewal's promise amid scars. As seasons shifted, monsoons to crisp winters, the mending deepened. Emotionsräting profund bergs. Each revelation a tidal wave of catharsis. Sarah's probation check-ins became milestones. She'd share victim stories from service. Eyes alight with purpose. One lady lost everything to a scam. Mirrors what I did. Vowed to repay. Rebuild. Her growth stirred me. Inner voice whispering. Redemption's real. If earned. Lunches evolved from tense to therapeutic. Dialogues peeling layers. Grew up feelin' overshadowed. She confessed over tacos in Tucson. Your drive highlighted my drifts. Jealousy blinded us both. to our strengths. Tears mingled with laughter. Bondings ache exquisite. Parents transformed subtly. Dad fixed my truck unasked. Grumbling affections. Mom gardened with me, sharing stories of her youth's struggles. Favored Sarah 'cause she reminded me of my fails. Ignored your wins. Fear in losing you. Confessions unlocked floods. Forgiveness's euphoria. Laced with grief for lost time. Family gatherings lost toxicity. Barbecues under desert stars. Stories shared without barbs. One night, around the fire pit, Sarah raised a toast to M for justice that saved me from myself. Clinks echoed, emotions cresting in collective healing. Drama's intensity yielding to serene unity. Yet vigilance lingered. I tracked payments. Credit vigilant. Alex's support anchored. Our marriage a haven. You chose mercy, stronger than revenge. His words fueled reflection. The saga taught boundaries as love's framework. Empathy as justice's companion. A year post-sentence, Sarah launched a legit design gig, eco-friendly Southwest decor. Thriving on merit. Your example pushed me. Pride swelled. Profound. Her rise mirrored mine.
Sans theft.
The ultimate test. Holidays at the old ranch.
No borrowed phones.
Just presence. Laughter genuine. Hugs unforced. Inside. Peace profound. Betrayal's storm birthed growth's bloom. Lesson light. Etched deep. Families not blood alone, but choices to uplift. Forgive. As I drove home under vast skies. Heartful. The western expanse symbolized, from ashes of drama, humanity rises resilient.